to finish a bit early. So would you like to start, Lee? Please go ahead.
Yes. Good morning, Ajahn Nonsara and everyone. I remember yesterday we talked about little bit about the Vipaka Citta, like seeing now, and also talk about the Hetu Vipaka Citta, and so what the difference between the Hetu rooted Vipaka Citta and rootless Ahetu Vipaka Citta?
So hetu means root. So some cittas arise with roots, wholesome or unwholesome roots. So they are hetuka cittas arising with roots. And some cittas arise without roots. It means no wholesome or unwholesome roots. So they are ahetuka cittas. So there are 6 roots, 3 wholesome roots and 3 unwholesome roots. The 3 unwholesome roots are lobha, dosa, and moha. Whenever any akusala citta arises, it always has at least one root, that is moha. So there's always the root of ignorance whenever any akusala citta arises. Sometimes there is the root of lobha as well. So at moments of attachment with wrong view, moments of attachment with mana, conceit, there is also the root of lobha. It's like the base or support, or it's a condition for the other akusala cittas to arise. But actually it's just the lobha cetasika. Sometimes the root of dosa is there. For example, we were talking about when one's angry, irritated, bored, slightly unhappy. The root of dosa is there at those moments. There cannot be the root of lobha, but moha must be there with each one. When it is the result of akusala karma, when it is akusala vipaka, starting with the birth consciousness, no roots at all. So whenever any citta arises that is akusala vipaka, the birth consciousness, the bhavanga cittas, seeing, hearing, smelling, any citta in life is ahetuka when it is the result of akusala karma. When we talk about wholesome roots, the wholesome roots are alobha, adosa, amoha. Alobha is opposite of lobha, detachment, no clinging. Adosa is the opposite of dosa, friendliness, goodwill, for example. And amoha is panya cetasika. So when kusala cittas arise, always there are the roots of alobha and adosa. Whenever kusala cittas arise, no attachment, no aversion. Sometimes, but usually not, panya is there as well, amoha, as a root too. So 2 or 3 roots. When we talk about the result of kusala karma, when we talk about kusala vipaka, not the same as when we talk about the result of akusala karma. I said when it's the result of akusala karma, no roots. The vipaka cittas are all ahetuka, even the bhavanga cittas. When it's the result of kusala karma, then there can be 3 roots, 2 roots, or 1 root if it's the result of very weak karma in the past. So, for example, the bhavanga cittas in this life the Patisandhi and the Bhavanga Chittas in this life are the result of kusala karma in the past. So there must be roots accompanying those chittas. If it was a result of very, very weak kusala karma in the past, for example, it's a good rebirth but maybe handicapped from the first moment, blind, deaf, for example, just one wholesome root. For us, 2 or 3 roots. So those roots are there, accompanying the first moment of life and all the Bhavanga Chittas through life. So even though we said yesterday, seeing and hearing are rootless because they are Vipaka Chittas, but I mentioned, some Chittas have roots. So the Bhavanga Chittas have wholesome roots. So Alobha, Adosa, and maybe Amoha because of studying, considering, developing understanding. But we can only be sure for those who have attained jhana or vipassana, definitely 3, but we can say 2 or 3 for sure. Some people listen to the Dhamma, but no understanding, no comprehension at all of what is being said. Maybe only 2 roots, but this is all speculation. But when it comes to the moments of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, they are the result of kusala karma, but they are always ahetuka. Those chittas only arise with the 7 chaitasikas, never with alobha, adosa, amoha, never with understanding, never with kusala factors. They're always ahetuka. So that's why we have to consider each chitta separately to know how it's conditioned and what factors can arise with it.
And so death consciousness in this lifetime is also kusala vipaka, which puts a slightly different spin on it to how we normally think of it.
Why you say the death consciousness of this life?
Yes, because it's exactly the same kind of chitta as the Patisandhi chitta, the first moment of life, and all the Bhavanga chittas. It's the result of kusala karma, so it's kusala vipaka with exactly the same roots as the Patisandhi and Bhavanga chittas, experiencing the same object.
Same object of the
Patisandhi chitta, yes, which was the same object of the last
life.
kusala chittas in the last life, and the same sobhana chaitasikas, beautiful chaitasikas, arise with it. So always many sobhana chaitasikas that arise together. So even at that moment, those moments of Bhavanga chittas, sati, hiri, ottappa, many sobhana chaitasikas arise. Unknown, completely unknown.
Yes, yes.
Is there root now?
Seeing, that's...
What is the question? What is the question?
Yes.
How many roots?
3 roots. 3 roots. Lobha, moha, and dosa.
Where is it? Just one root. Where is it?
Uh,
Is there root?
no, that one is the rupa, right? The visible
It's
object.
just not to answer, but to understand the meaning and the truth of each word about the truth. So, is there root here?
No,
Okay. Is there root here?
no.
So, where's the root?
I think in chitta, the kind of chitta,
Is,
the jet.
is the root citta?
There's some kind of chitta like
No, the
akusala.
question is the root citta?
It depends on chittasika
The question
quality. Is the chittasika is not
So the answer is no. Just simple. Simple answer.
See,
Yes, no.
that's in the Tipitaka. That's the Buddha word. In order to understand anything heard, there must be attention to the sound to know the meaning of it. And when knowing the meaning of it, whether it's question or answer, and if it's question, what is the question about to be answered? So it's the root now.
yes.
Where is it?
It's ignorant. It's chittasika. It's ignorant.
Where is it?
Because it's exactly chittasika, so it's right with the.
Where is it?
Is it now?
Yes, where is it now?
The root is now.
Yeah, where is it now?
Is the for me, I understand that is akusala now, so it should be
Just where is it? The answer is it's now, so where is it? Now.
it's arrived with chitta.
Okay, that's it. Why it arises with citta?
Because it's the because there are three kinds of roots, right? So it should be cetasika. It's cetasika and it arises with citta.
What is cetasika?
Dosa, moha, and
The cetasika, what is it?
it's the quality of citta. It's the arise and company with citta.
So is it citta?
No, not chitta.
So Cetasika is, Cetasika is not chitta. Is it rupa?
No, it's not rupa.
Is it nibbana?
No.
So what is it?
It can experience.
No, what is it? That's why we talk just about one reality at a time, to understand it little by little until no doubt about it. But there must be many levels of understanding the truth. The first level is listening to the truth of it. Consider it in order to really understand each word about it. To be firm confidence of the truth that actually each moment we take for people and things, the world, in truth, it's only the arising and falling away of what is there now from moment to moment by conditions, different conditions. They're so different. But what we are talking about is now, right now, anytime, to understand the truth of what is there, here, so close. Everything which is real is Dhamma. So in this room, whatever is Dhamma, it's real, it has its own characteristic that cannot be changed at all. Just conditioned to arise, because now they're seeing, no one can make it rise, but it's conditioned to arise almost all the time. So what is meant by almost all the time, not every time? So we learn a little more about the differences between what is there now, and that is the studying of Dhamma, what is real, which hasn't been known before, that it's not there anymore. Consider little by little to understand the truth of what is there now and any time. Not just to remember the word about it, but to understand the nature of it. Even we heard a lot about Dhamma. Is there anyone know the Dhamma right now? It's there everywhere, every moment. So now, who knows it? That's why without the understanding from hearing, considering that it's not far away, it is this very moment, and learn to understand what is there in a moment. No matter we talk about roots, or talk about Cetasika or Rupa, it's there now, to be known. But without any selection or expectation. Why? Because every moment is conditioned. Who can expect, or who can have the idea that I'll know this, or by no understanding of the truth? That's why beginning to understand little by little, even it's so light, so many things, but no understanding, it's so dark. Just take that which is light as something, when it's just a reality, unknown before. What is it? It is seen, right? Now. So it is only that which is seen. What is Dhamma? The truth of that which is seen is just that which is seen so very shortly, in a moment. It cannot be taken in truth to be anything at all, because as soon as it has arisen, it falls away instantly. Begin to understand life, the truth of life, to learn more about life, what is in a moment, different moment, all by conditions. To let go the idea of self or something. It's not just remember the word, just to remember the word. But what is there now? each word represents what is there now. Is there root now? See, how many roots? At what moment there's root? And at what moment there's no root? Who knows? Otherwise, the truth is covered up from moment to moment, from life to life. So enormous. No expectation that there can be the realization of the truth so soon or as soon as it's heard. Impossible. The truth is that this morning, from the moment of waking up until now, who thought about Dhamma? See, just the food, water, drink, plate. Does anyone think about any Dhamma? That's why we learn in order to have firm confidence, to let go ignorance, and understand firmer and firmer that there is no one. This is the point of listening, to understand the truth of what is there now, in order to let go the I at this moment, from moment to moment, until realizing the truth. That's why it's not a word about root. It is the understanding of what is root, little by little. So the question is whether is there root now? The answer is yes, that's all. Not enough at all. It does mean that there is understanding enough of root, because we have to think about the word, about the root, but no understanding of it. Just remember the word. That's why listen to the question carefully in order to understand what is meant, what is true, and what is the answer. So now again, is there root? Because we learn about root. Where is it? What is it? When is it? So is there root now? Simple question, right? Just root. We heard a lot about root, but what is the truth of it? That we use the word root. Does the tree have fruit? Why not?
You ask a tree has roots. The root there is the root about the in the consciousness, right? Or the root like the in physical way that the root of the tree. Maybe the root.
How many roots are there?
3 roots.
What are they?
I just heard about 3 kinds of root that.
You have read. That's not enough. Consider
yes.
it, understand it, about the truth of it. So it's just what you read. It's not enough. There can be understanding or no understanding at moment of reading. So the benefit of reading is to understand what is there read about. So you have read about the roots, right? How
Yes.
many roots are there?
There are 3 roots. Dosa, moha, and
3, right? Or
yes.
what? Or not right? Okay, right. 3 roots. What are they? So the truth is not the word. Even no word about it, it's so true.
You were saying them, just repeat what you were saying about the roots. 3 wholesome and 3 unwholesome. So what are the 3 unwholesome roots?
The adosa, right? Adosa, amoha, and
The unwholesome roots.
Unwholesome.
What are the 3 unwholesome roots?
unwholesome is dosa, moha, and loba.
Lobha, dosa and moha. Okay,
Yeah.
these are the 3 unwholesome roots. And what are the 3 wholesome roots?
The opposite like adosa, amoha, and aloba.
Right, so 6 altogether.
So easy to say, so easy to answer. But again, how many roots are there?
So there are 6 roots, right?
See, careful considering about everything. Otherwise, it's not enough right understanding at all. So, when there are 6 roots, is there any difference between one and the other? This is the studying of Dhamma. It's so very deep. It's not just to be remembered, but to really understand this moment. Without this moment, how can there be any understanding of the truth? But now, this moment is so true. So understand the truth of no one, nothing at all. As we said, what is real is Dhamma, or reality. That's why we learn about no one here at all. But what is there? It's a Dhamma, because that which is there is real, because now it's seen, or it's heard, or it's touched. It's not far away from here, studying Dhamma. It's just to understand this. Otherwise, it's useless. All are in the book, or in thought only. No understanding of what is there in life at all. But the Buddha realized the nature of what is there, as it's so true, as it cannot be taken for anything like it's taken before. No rose, it's only the color or visible object which is seen. No shape, no form, only one dot, only one process. Cannot be anything at all. So learn about how far it is to really directly experience the truth. That's why Buddha taught 3 stages, 3 levels of understanding. That's why even intellectual understanding, hearing, reading about the truth, it has to be greatly, carefully considered. That it's not there, it cannot be that it's there as no one at all. At all. Hardness cannot be table, cannot be chair, cannot be arm.